My main job is to devise and plan the technical strategy for the company, steering us through the technical roadmap of future digital gaming. Our key vehicle for driving through this strategy is the Ego game technology platform, which is at the heart of all Codemasters studio games.
Rounds away.
Ego is at the heart of Dirt, Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising, Dirt 2 and Race Driver Grid.
Stand by for fire mission!
Our relationship with Intel is incredibly important to us because we need to be at the cutting edge of computer games development. If we tackle the hardest problems now, we set ourselves up really well for the future, thus ensuring that we always stand out from our competitors. Optimising Operation Flashpoint for Core i7 is a great example of that. By working on the latest and greatest processor on the market, we get hands-on experience and insight into the future of multi-threaded game development, but most importantly, it gives our customers the highest quality digital gaming experiences they can get on a PC. We've built our relationship with Intel over a number of years. Recently we've worked together closely on Race Driver Grid and now similarly Dirt 2 and Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. We've got a really good link with our Intel field engineers who are a font of technical knowledge and help train our guys in all the latest techniques and tools, including using VTune and Intel's iGPA, which we've been really impressed by.
So we wanted to make our game more different by making it the most authentic and realistic tactical sandbox shooter on both console and PC. This meant that we wanted to have lots of weapons, lots of vehicles, and on a very large open area island that you can walk from one side to the other in one sitting. We wanted to have a large open environment, and that meant having a 35-kilometre draw distance. This meant we wanted a really lush looking environment with fantastic looking trees and long draw distances of grass as well. Not to mention the havoc physics that we wanted to get in. Obviously vehicles would feel different, so jeeps would be quite bouncy, tanks would be very weighted, and that's 55 tons. And then of course you've got helicopters which take into consideration all sorts of other physics and ground effects.
One of the key systems that we have in the Ego engine is what we call our worker map system. What this enables us to do is it describes our thread layout in a data file, which is contrary to the traditional way of hard coding your thread layouts in games. So what we can do is we can actually write a different worker map for each different PC configuration type. So if you've got a 2-core, 2-thread machine, the game will actually detect that and load a different worker map to use. And that will instantiate threads on the different cores that we have available and make best use of the assignments of those threads.
Dagger 1, Bravo, this is Dagger 1.
Currently we have threaded our physics system, our animation system, the visibility system, the particles and the streaming system. So what that ultimately works out to is that we can completely saturate up to 5 cores. So this is Dragon Rising running on an Intel Core i7. It's running at 1920 by 1200 with all the graphics details turned up to full, and it's holding 60 Hz nicely. So one of the benefits that we can do on these higher end platforms is to be able to really increase the character LODs. So I've just prepared my sniper rifle, and we'll be able to see here some of the higher animation LODs that we get on these high spec machines. So the character animation is still very smooth even at a large distance, and it will be able to do that even if there's faulty characters on the screen. So the other thing that we've also been able to do on the higher spec machines is to multi-thread the physics a lot more and the particle systems. So I've just laid a detonator charge at this radar array, and part of my mission here is to blow this radar array up. If I set that off now. So that's the havoc physics and the new particle system in action. And it can manage that at 60 Hz without dropping a single frame. So one of the challenges that we faced here was that such a large draw distance, there are thousands and thousands of objects visible. So you can see 32 kilometers from one end of the island to the other. And the challenge was, how do we draw all of these items? How do we determine what we need to draw? And the only way that we could do that really was to multi-thread the visibility system. What we need to do for many different cameras, our shadow cameras, our main scene cameras and so on, our reflection cameras, we need to determine which objects need rendering. And we actually do that for all of our different cameras at the same time. using all the different threads that we have available. Development of Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising was a large learning experience for the development team, particularly because this is one of the first times that we've been able to get our hands on a machine with so many cores. Looking to the future, we're looking to enhance the Ego engine to add support for even more cores. We'll be looking to enhance the physics engine, the AI engine and the graphics engine primarily. Also the tools that we've been using from Intel this time round have been absolutely invaluable.
Find and eliminate this target.
One of the unique things about the PC version of Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising is the mission editor. You're going to be able to put together some quite unique missions, not just with the United States Marine Corps but also the enemy side, the PLA. And this is something that we're very excited about because with the high-end Intel PCs, you're going to be able to put very, very complex missions together, and we can't wait to see what our fans come up with.